EMS, or electromuscle stimulation. And I get a little excited every time I talk about it. It's like a wetsuit, which has electrodes on the inside. And those electrodes run tiny electrical current to achieve the same type of muscle activation, the same type of muscle contraction than you would achieve by yourself if you were to pick up a heavy weight at the gym.
And by the way, guys, when he said wetsuit, it's not even close to how difficult it is to putting on a wetsuit. It is like a wetsuit, but it's super easy to put on.
What I've noticed the most from SQAI, which by the way, guys, you can literally do this workout while sitting down, taking a meeting, okay, is my definition, the muscle separation.
Here you have an ability to contract the muscle without creating that wear and tear.
EMS is one of the most, if not the most efficient way to train. I mean, as far as the results, I sort of developed this formula, the math of EMS, which is if you were to only do EMS and nothing else. And by the way, we don't necessarily recommend this. Can you do it? Absolutely. Yeah. But you get the best result by combining it with a traditional routine. So alternate EMS and conventional resistance.
Which, by the way, I did the EMS training. I told you I was just going to do the suit. Yeah. I did it for 6 weeks. But then I kind of just missed, I don't know, lifting weights and just getting out of the house. You get me?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been doing it for so many years that I still can't put my finger on it. But I really enjoy now doing both, right? Yeah.
And that's how you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yes.
But the math of EMS is sort of goes like this. For 20% of the effort, where effort is time or, essentially the 20% of the cost, which is time or effort, you get 80% of the result.
Return, yeah.
This is if you do EMS alone. If you combine EMS with a traditional weight training routine, like if you just alternate, you put 80% of the cost or the effort, because mind you, you still do some conventional training, but you substitute some of those conventional training sessions with EMS, which by definition are shorter, 20 minutes. So you only put 80% of the effort, and you get 120% of the result.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting when you position it like this: 20% of the cost, 80% of the effort, or 80% of the cost, 120% of the effort.
Yeah. Now, before I ask this question, it's funny, as we're speaking, I realized, I don't know if this has happened to you, but I've never had that happen to me where I told you, I work out my whole body, but I accentuate whatever body parts. So if I'm doing chest, biceps, I'll block out, for example, I'll lock out the rest at 50%, but I'm able to get my chest to 100. The arms a little harder. I get into that 60, 70 range. But I've gotten to points where when it stops contracting, I almost pass out, of how exhausted. I'm thinking, oh wow, that's actually the ATP drainage that you're probably having, because everything is contracting so intensely that I fatigue mentally. Yeah. And I've never had that, man. I'm really, really trained, a trained athlete, and that's never happened before. So I use it wisely and carefully, and they'll be an animal like us.
Yeah, what I did, I just simply substituted my standard, because we agreed on this. He was going to do a different routine that I was going to do, and I just simply replaced what I do at the gym with this guy. So, for example, I used to do chest and biceps, but because of the way that the movements that you do now with the SQAI, I do chest and triceps, and then on the next day I'll do back and biceps, and then I'll do my legs on another day, and then I'll go to the gym once a week, the week that I'm doing SQAI, to do shoulders, because the shoulder application.
Yeah, that's the only muscle that you can't really get. So that's how I got back into the gym. Actually,
we go to the calves, obviously, which you've done, of course, because people can fall. So, but what I'll tell you is, like I said, it's hard for me to know, because I've maintained for the last 5 years a pretty decent physique. I mean, there's ebbs and flows and stuff like that. But, so I couldn't notice a lot on my upper body. I guess it was a testament that I maintained, and I maintained definition, and I maintained leanness with using the SQAI for 2 months, 20 minutes. But I got to say that the results on my legs were transformational.
I love it. I love it.
Transformational.
And Miguel, just to come back to your question as far as kind of who can use SQAI. So busy professionals would be kind of the first category.
Right.
People that have accumulated injuries along the way and they just cannot do anything else.
Mobility
EMS is
issues.
perfect. Mobility issues.
Yeah.
The aging adults, again, people that don't live close to a gym, they don't want to go to a gym, they don't even know what to do at the gym.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've seen, obviously, the elite athletes, that's kind of the no-brainer category. But really, my favorite category is just everyday people.
Yeah.
Everyday people that are looking to be stronger, healthier, more energetic.
Yeah.
And maybe those people never set foot in a gym. Maybe they hit a plateau and with conventional training. So EMS gives them this really new paradigm, new way of activating muscles that just works.
Yeah.
And you could do, it's funny because you could do the actual move that you do at the gym. So for example, you could be standing up and do like mimic a bench press, but you could also just do static contraction, which is what I do when it gets really high on the level. It just becomes so intense that I just hold it and I get an incredible workout.
Yeah. So I would venture to say that you get a little bit more benefit when you
do the
combine EMS with the actual movement.
Yeah.
Because, and the reason for that is twofold. One is that we want to activate the muscle along the entire range of motion. I don't want you to only get stronger in this position. I want you to have
you
that
recruit
strength.
different fibers as you move. That's what I noticed. So
Exactly
as
right.
it contracts my chest, I'll go like this.
Yeah.
Or I'll do all these type of movements, and I can see it recruits different fibers as you're
For sure.
moving it.
For sure.
Right.
Exactly right.
You don't want to
For
just
sure.
get stuck on specific fibers, but try to have more dynamic.
Yeah, but you know what?
workout.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's really interesting because they always tell you, hey, don't oversupinate, right? Like don't go beyond because you
Well,
can get
there's some
hurt.
value in the stretching part of it. Yeah.
Right, but if you have heavy weights, you can get easily injured.
Yeah.
Whereas with the SQAI, you can do that, but because it's targeting only the muscle fiber, you're not activating
You're not
the
putting
joint.
all the pressure.
You solve that problem.
That's right.
And you strengthen that muscle fiber that you usually wouldn't be able to target.
Yeah.
Incredible, man.
And if you wanted to pick up a 5-pound dumbbell with SQAI,
Yeah, you can.
it's gonna feel like a 50-pound dumbbell.
Yeah.
So you can continuously challenge yourself
Yeah,
as you go.
I've tried a push-up.
In
was
fact-
able to get one push-up.
I do the cardio workout. I'll show you. I have a balance board, and this is not just the cylinder block; it's a ball that you're balancing on
You
top
guys
of a
are
ball.
hardcore.
And I'm getting the pulsation while I'm balancing on.
We're
this thing.
infamous for stacking.
And then I'll grab
techs.
35-pound dumbbells, 70 in total, and I'll do the squats with it. But I've noticed that when I max out my legs, I can sit, and the contraction just keeps me sitting without me doing anything in the air. It's crazy. I don't recommend anybody to do what we're doing, but.
Hey guys, so many patients ask us, what are the best cold plunge options out there for health, recovery, and longevity?
Yeah, and after testing most major brands out there, from really fancy, expensive ones to some that just didn't cut it, we found the perfect pod, the Ice Pod.
Whether you're looking for muscle recovery, immunological boost, improved sleep, or all of the above, we found the iSpot to be the most cost-effective and reliable option out there.
You can get this whole setup, which comes with a full filtering system, a chiller which can sustain temperatures of 37 degrees, plus accessories, all for under $1,500. So go to our website under MHI Recommends to get your discount code and check out some of the other lifestyle hacks. For now, stay healthy.
And God bless.
In fact, that
You
leads to
guys
the next
are
question.
next level.
Have you had anybody maxed out the suit?
So that's a loaded question, and one that I was expecting just based on our conversation off camera. But I can tell you, in the history of our company, and mind you, in the development process, we've tested this suit on, and kind of in our EMS studio that we did the testing, we've tested the suit on literally thousands of people.
Thousands.
In the history of our company, only 3 people have maxed out their suits.
Really?
2 of those people are sitting at this table on my 2 sides right now.
Baby, right here. Right here.
And the
In fact,
third-
we're actually asking you for more. Bigger electrodes or more intensity.
well, based on what I just heard from you, I don't know if that's a smart idea, but we can give you more.
Okay, good.
Now, the third person was a tiny girl, like a young woman out of LA who claimed she never exercised. And she's still a bit of a mystery. But what at the end of the day, what it comes down to is your pain tolerance.
Yeah, pain
Yes.
tolerance.
So
yeah, for sure.
I very much hope on behalf of humanity that you guys would allow your bodies to be studied for the improvement of humankind, because I want to know what's going on there. Now we can certainly there's a lot more in terms of and let me put it this way: for 99.9% of people, the SQAI suit
Is enough.
is more than,
more
like,
than
you won't
enough.
even be able to like, most people play in the 20 to 50% or 20 to 40% range in the first year. When you get advanced, you get to 55 or 60%, but that's really it. You can't, like, people that went to let alone, beyond 70, let alone 100. There's a lot more, but it's, there's a number of safety features that we've built into the app, and that's one of them. But maybe we can have like a Superman mode,
Yeah,
the Miguel
superhuman.
and Carlos.
I would love to, for real. It would be an honor to have that
Bird
one. And
naughty
we'll make a
mode.
video for you. No charge.
We'll make
free of
it
charge.
password protected, so you gotta earn it.
You could call it the Birdinator mode.
Yeah, the Burninator. I like that. All right. So thank you. That was a compliment. Very happy. And we're happy to make a video for you, for real, because it could be overwhelming for the people. And we figured out really quickly and how to maintain the results. So the last point is the price point for the suit, right?
Yeah.
Because most of these suits, the ones that you need a trainer and there's gyms for it, because that's how we
$20,000.
started. And I have to go to a gym. I don't have time, right? We're running a business. We're busy with these podcasts. I mean, we're being pulled in so many directions. I need to be able to do it now when I need to.
Yeah.
And on top of it, I'm already well trained, so I didn't really need somebody to train me. I mean, I was a personal trainer back in the days for almost 7 years. I'm still personal training myself, right? So these suits with licenses can cost you anywhere from $15,000 to like $25,000, and that's what sold us right away to us. Which your price point is roughly $3,000.
It's actually $2,450.
$2,450.
And that includes the suit, the app, the software, as well as all the content.
it's
Just the
such a
software
good-
by itself
yeah.
costs $2,400.
I can say anybody listening, it is such a good deal.
Yeah, no, think about it. There's gyms that you pay $150 a month.
a month.
That's basically what? That's $1,500, $1,600 a year.
Yeah.
And most people don't even show up. This
Yeah.
is a suit you have at home, will last you a lifetime. You'll never be able to get this workout by yourself.
No.
And it's extremely
And
safe,
I'll tell
right?
you another humongous thing. You know, Miguel and I travel a lot, and sometimes we stay at hotels that don't have a gym that has all the things that, I mean, we can get it done.
Yeah, I'll
with
do it with my suitcase. We always invest.
We could get it done with the minimum, but the beautiful thing about the suit, man, is that it fits in this much space. I can pack it, and I could use it while I'm traveling for 20 minutes while I'm on my desk.
Yep.
It's incredible, man. You could travel with it. You could do so many things with it, and you get the most intense workout, 100% muscle
life.
fiber, overcoming your brain, reducing injury, maintaining fitness, strength, and leanness in 20 minutes, no matter where you are.
Yeah.
And in fact, with
please tell me, where are you going to find that?
Yeah, it's the value. There's so
It's
much
so much
value
value.
that if you really understand it to the level that we do, there's so much more upside to the investment that is a no-brainer.
Even
to be
if
honest.
you're a single mom at home just cleaning the house, you could put this suit on while you're cleaning, because you have fitness goals, you don't have time, you have little ones, you gotta, there's so many things you could do it
full-time
while
job.
you're cooking. For God's sakes.
So the EMS works best when you operate at a relatively higher intensity. So I wouldn't recommend that you handle, silverware or dishes while you're but I take the point.
Yes.
Very well taken.
Yes.
Now I will also
While
say
you're brooming or while you're passing the
vacuum.
The vacuum.
I will also kind of gently nudge people towards using all our videos that we've
I
actually
definitely recommend
develop these instructor-led EMS videos, which are 20 minutes. They are really fun.
Yes.
They're synchronized with the impulses of the suit. So there's the instructor that you can, by the way, everything comes through our app, and you can stream the video to your TV at home. So
That's
what
right. I
allows you-
forgot about that.
That's what allows you to work out in your living room. You control the intensities from your phone, and you can control each individual muscle group. You can
Yes.
shut off a muscle
Yeah,
group
yeah,
if you
yeah.
wanted to. But these videos are really what makes it simple and easy for people that are just getting started with EMS. As far as, it's, again, synchronized with the impulses. If the trainer tells you to do a motion or a movement, there's usually a reason why they're doing it, because it corresponds to an impulse that the suit is giving you at that
Yeah,
particular
yeah,
point of
yeah.
time. So
Wonderful.
it's really nifty that way. As far as the price point, $24.50, we have 0% financing available through the website.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that. Very
This is
cool.
also, we also have the option for people to get it using HSA and FSA dollars. So
That's
using
amazing.
your health spending account, which essentially uses pre-tax dollars and saves you 30 to 40%.
Beautiful.
There are no subscription fees, so all the content is
I love that, by
included.
the way, that you don't do a subscription fee.
And we're recording more and more videos all the time.
No, you have company is great, man. But your service is awesome, and I know that we've sent you some patients. You've gone on the phone with them to your customer service. has been
Hands-on. You're
super
hands-on.
hands-on.
Yeah.
So I got for anybody listening, I got nothing but great things to report about the company itself.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, and we love you too. And that's why we have for anybody, for all your listeners and anybody associated with the Medical Health Institute, use code MHI
Right.
at checkout to get 15% on top of everything which
Look
we
at
just
that.
mentioned.
Come on.
Thank
We made
you.
it so
I
much
mean,
easier
you couldn't
for
give it
Thank
to
you
you
for that.
I mean,
Appreciate
that's
it.
even a better deal
So
than we got. So take advantage of it.
So, Sam, it's been a pleasure. We need to wrap it up. And before we do, is there anything else that we may have missed that you want to tell the audience before we close out?
Yeah, really, really quickly. So thank you guys for having me. It was such a pleasure.
Thank
to
you
be here.
for coming.
If I can just get a little poetic at the end.
Sure.
But,
Please. All right. Let's
I
go,
would
baby.
just say that the future of fitness is not really in spending countless hours in the gym or doing these crazy workouts and kind of going to extremes, which kind of you can get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about working out smarter, not
Yes.
harder. And that's what we developed with the SQAI suit. For anybody who's looking to get started, just give us a call. Visit the website. The website, by the way, is sqai.co. That's SQAI.co. And we're going to handhold you. We're going to be there with you every step of the way. So with that, thank you again. It's a pleasure.
Yes,
man.
thank
And,
you,
and by the
thank
way,
you.
just to kind of close it out, everything that he said is absolutely true. We've experienced it. As you know, me and Miguel and I always try to bring you effective technologies that are real, that cause
we
real
use.
results, that we use, that are effective, efficient, and real. And SQAI is definitely at the top of our list. We use it on a daily basis, so we highly recommend it for the many things that we've talked about throughout the podcast. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you
It's
guys
been
want
a
to know
lot
more,
of fun, by the
yeah,
way.
if
having
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
if,
you.
Much
if you
appreciated.
want to know
Thanks,
more
man.
about SQAI, you could, like he said, you could just go onto the website,
Which is again SQAI.co,
Yeah.
CO, and again you can get a 15% discount by using MHI. Thank you for
that's
that.
right.
Appreciate
yeah.
that.
And if you have any questions about it, give us a call and we'll point you in the right direction. Until then, we hope you stay healthy.
And God bless.